This is the Mill Creek Metropark Bikeway. We're really starting at the end of the trail, about 10.5 miles in, 10.5 miles away from the Trumbull County line. There's really no formal place to park. Off we go. There's only a few people on the trail this time of the morning. It's a Sunday morning before 9 o'clock. This is Leffingwell Road. You can see very clearly out to the east, to the west. You have to watch. There's a little bit of a rise there. Just north of the Leffingwell Road crossing is the Mahoning County Experimental Farm. Crossing that cornfield are several head of Texas Longhorn cattle. Around milepost 9, there's an access road that takes you to one of the more popular parking spots for the trail. Again, it's right near the Mill Creek Metropark's farm. I'll take you up for a look. This is the access point to the trail from the Route 46 trailhead. It's a gravel lot. There's plenty of parking. And a porta-john, if you need that. It's right across from the Canfield Fairgrounds, if you're looking for a reference point. State Route 446. Traffic goes fast, but you should be able to see it. This is Lisbon Road. The way we're looking down now, and east rather, goes to Canfield, and if you keep going that way, you get to Salem. Lots of good sight lines there too. This is a hardware store, or a feed store actually, but they have some snacks there if you want them. Mostly candy. Right here are these big silos. They hold grain that the farmers harvest every year. You gotta watch for traffic here, especially around your left if you're going northerly like we are now, because it comes from behind. This is West Main Street in Canfield, better known as Route 224. It probably has the most traffic that you'll encounter on any main road. Here's another access point, and a pretty popular one too. It goes right to Canfield High School. And not got a lot of parking. I don't know how it is on a school day. Lots of these park benches all around the trail. This is Herbert Road in Canfield. There's a little pasture here along the trail. This is the Kirk Road trailhead. As you see, there's a lot of place to rest here. And during the season, those white doors are open. There's a juice machine. Over here, there's a drinking fountain again in season, and the bathrooms are open year-round. As you see, there's lots of parking down there, right off Kirk Road, and a pavilion with picnic tables. That's the Ohio Turnpike overpass there. It's about the halfway point on the trail. The first time we'll cross Turner Road along the trail. From the north, there's a pretty good sight line. From the south, the vehicles come over the hill, sometimes fast. View. This is New Road, and you can see pretty well what's coming at you. Fairview Road, really busy. I have no idea what that log cabin's for. This is the second time we crossed Turner Road. Again, traffic moves kind of fast, but you should be able to see it. We're about 3 miles from the Trumbull County line. This is Silica Road. Again, cars like to zoom a little, but you shouldn't have any trouble crossing here. And milepost 1 brings us to Old Town Road. And just north of Old Town Road is this tunnel built by the Metropark's Bikeway. It goes right under Interstate 80. kind of odd when you think that there are people passing overhead who may be going from coast to coast, trucks, cars, vans. We're at Webb Road right now, pretty close to the end of the Mill Creek part of the trail. A little extra caution here, especially during the spring and summer when there's more leaves on the trees. It's hard to see cars coming up this way. This is from the west. There's also a couple places to park if you're lucky enough to get one. Runners park here too. It also brings us to the end of the trail, at least the Mill Creek Trail. We're now leaving Mahoning County and Austintown, and we're about to enter Weathersfield and Trumbull County. This is Old Town Mineral Ridge Road. If that Planet Aid box wasn't there, it'd be easier to see up the road. Not only watch that way, but around your shoulder too. Cars will come whipping around. Right on your left. This is Old Town McDonald Road. Again, you have to watch from your left. Cars come around. Right now we're next to the Meander Reservoir. It's a water supply for most of Mahoning County, a lot of Mahoning County. It's pretty calm today. It's also a wildlife preserve. It's not unusual to see wild turkeys crossing the road, or there's a swan out there looking out. Just north of the reservoir is Salt Springs, Youngstown Road. And just a few yards from Salt Springs is Route 46. This is a very small road, Ruppel Road. Right here we have a large wetland. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, there it goes. Turtles. Crossing under a railroad trestle here, still an active railroad. Sometimes there's a lot of broken glass under here, so be careful for your tires. But way in the back is a swan. There's another wetland here. Sometimes you'll see some blue heron. And McKee's Lane is as far as the pavement goes right now, and they block it off every week with this equipment. I don't recommend going up here on a bike. But I want to show you, see if I can get by. You see it's just hard pressed gravel and dirt, limestone on this side, no pavement. There used to be this bridge used to go through, but they're working on it. I think there's a dispute over whether it was to be rebuilt or just refurbished. Looks like they need some rebuilding right now. I'm told on the other side of that heavy equipment there that the pavement continues, but I have yet to investigate that. That's probably for another day. And I don't know when they'll have this open again. So from Western Reserve Road to the Mahoning River and back is 27.5 miles. That includes a little side trip into the Canfield parking lot on 46. So if you go from one to the other, about 13.5 miles.